Hi, my name is Fisher and I'm going to do a presentation on the 2022 BMW i7 xDrive60. Here are the videos I used to learn about the i7. Here are the YouTube links I used, here are the websites and the car channels. One is by Car vs. Car 24, Cars Powder 13, Doug DeMuro, and DPC Cars and Car Wow and High Tech Luxury, 4 Drive Time, and PackWheels.com and MedCars and Best Cars. I mean, those are the people, car companies, and car channels I use to learn about the i7. And 2022 BMW i7 xDrive60 with M Sport package, trunk space is 540 liters, which is 17.7 cubic feet. And it has a curved screen of 12.3-inch digital cockpit and 14.9-inch touchscreen. And it also has the new BMW operating system 8 that weighs 5,917 pounds. And the BMW i7 xDrive60 M Sport Pro is all electric and all-wheel drive with xDrive technology. And the electric engine has dual electric motors and 544 horsepower combined and 745 newton meters of torque and 549 pound-feet of torque and 1-speed automatic transmission. And it has a performance of 0 to 100 kilometers per hour or 0 to 62 miles per hour in 4.7 seconds, which is 0 to 60 miles per hour in 4.5 seconds. And it has a top speed of 150 miles per hour, which is 1240 kilometers per hour. And here are the exteriors and the interiors and the touch and the theater screens and the steering wheel of the i7. And you will see that in our i7 too. And also, it goes in 1/4 of our time in 12.8 seconds, and it has a turning circle of 12.3 meters, which will remind you of driving a pure sports car. And the M Sport Pro model of the BMW i7 is available in Europe. And the range in miles is 367 to 374 miles, which is 590 to 625 kilometers of range WLTP, and the charging time of 34 minutes from 10 to 80%. But the actual range of the i7 is 296 miles, and the i7 xDrive60 with both the M Sport package and 21-inch alloy wheels is 308 miles, and 101.7 kilowatt hour battery and direct current charging up to 195 kilowatt. And the fuel economy is 81 miles per gallon equivalent in the city, 85 miles per gallon equivalent in the highway, and 83 miles per gallon equivalent in both the city and the highway. And the BMW i7 starts from $119,300. And the all-new BMW i7 that sets a new standard technology for luxury and technology. And the overall is 13.542 vicious. Yeah. Here are the exteriors and the interiors too of the i7. I mean, just look at it. And the key features of the new BMW i7 are the i7 has an illuminated kidney grille and a two-tone paint finish, and also has the M Sport package and start from 19-inch wheels to 22-inch wheels, and not the 23-inch wheels that you get in the new X7. When the hazards turn on and if the signals warn you that the cyclists, pedestrians, or other drivers are coming, then the red lights flash, like you will see in the new i7. And the i7's crystal headlights are certainly that in daytime the Swarovski crystals reflect the sunshine to create a sparkling effect, while at night the 22 LEDs light up the crystals from behind it. The i7 xDrive60 does what the i7 xDrive60 does is it lights up depending on which ambient lighting setting or which mode setting you've got in the car and which is set. And it has the merino leather for sure and cashmere leather, you know that, right? Yes, and also the Bowers and Wilkins sound system, and it is optional. The top spec sound system and 5G connectivity is also available and supports a number of upcoming video streaming services from spring 2023. The i7 gets two electric motors, one on the front axle and the other one on the rear axle, and makes a combined output of 536 brake horsepower and 549 pound-feet of torque from and 0 to 62 miles per hour in 4.7 seconds, which is 0 to 60 miles per hour in 4.5 seconds, while top speed is 149 miles per hour, which is 248 kilometers per hour. And the total range of the i7 is up to 388 miles, and because there's a 102 kilowatt battery that can be charged at a rate of 195 kilowatt, which means 10 minutes of charging can potentially yield 106 miles of range. This is one of the most relaxing driving experiences, and it is a super comfortable luxury car and also an amazing car. The cool thing about the i7 is about how well it handles, and when you put it in sport mode, You'll feel so much lightweight when you're driving it, and especially when you apply the brakes. And so from a driving point of view, this is a 10 out of a 10. There's also level 3 autonomous driving capabilities, including lane assist and adaptive cruise control and traffic light recognition, which you could even get in Germany. And the most important feature about this car is that you get the maneuver assist, because sometimes you get a very tight parking garage that you might need to get into once in a while, because the car itself, you can use the GPS and the onboard computer to remember the sequence of maneuvers that you took to get into that space. It's kind of like the reversing assistant but more advanced. When you press start recording path and the car remembers the path, and it can drive its way, and it can take control of the throttle, the accelerator, and the steering, as you can see, and the gears as well, to get you into that spot with its little maneuvers as possible, and doing exactly the way the driver did it earlier on. Next year, from 2023 onwards, you will actually be able to. This year onwards, you'll actually be able to do this, especially when you're out of the car using the BMW app, and when you're in the space, and if it's quite hard to get back into the car, you can image the car. You can image the car out from the space as long as you're within 6 meters of the car. And all you need to do is touch the handles, and the doors will open and close automatically. Of course, you can always do it with the key, and later with the BMW app or voice command on the xDrive system. And you've also got a touch command unit on either side, and it's basically a tablet that's built into the doors. And with that, you can control the things like the seats and temperature. You can make and receive calls, and you can even change the lighting and the blinds, but also the sky lounge, because the sky lounge is basically the panoramic roof, and it's even bigger than it was in the previous 7 series, and it got an incredible light show, which is supposed to resemble the patterns of the quilted seats. And if you're looking for the best experience in the back, the executive lounge option brings with a reclining function with integrated leg rest plus and the optimally quilted and headrest armrest with wireless charging. While it may be lost in all the tech and richly luxurious materials, the extra height of the 7 series over its predecessor also means its headroom has naturally improved. However, what you will want to know is the theater screen or the TV screen, because with those in the front you get a 14.9-inch screen, which is very good. Those in the back get a 31.3-inch 8K television, and using this you can watch various streaming services such as Netflix, Amazon Prime, and YouTube using cars, 5G connection. You can also recline the seat so that you're basically lying down while you touch the screen, and it's pretty spectacular. But it is not perfect, because when you had the screens on either headrest, they were much further back when you were sitting. But not because it can't go up from the headrest. It's actually quite close to where you were sitting, so that it feels a bit strange. And also for the driver, and they can't see out the back because it is blocking everything, and that can be a big problem. The passenger's just getting a ride while watching a TV, and I think that may not be a good idea for a driver, because how will the driver check the other drivers behind him, and that may be unsafe. Anyways,